It's not unusual for fans to dive deeper into the characters they love seeing on the screen. More often than not, people tend to look up the cast members once they're done watching a show. Similarly, if you're a fan of the Netflix show Cobra Kai, there's a high chance that you'd be interested in the actors' off-screen deeds. In today's video, we'll take a look at Cobra Kai's cast's real-life ages and their partners. Starting off with number 8, we have Jacob Bertrand. Bertrand plays the role of Eli, better known as Hawk, in the later seasons. He's probably had one of the greatest character developments on the show. Starting as the binary brother of Dimitri, Eli was always the one getting picked on because of the way he looked. But once he learned to flip the script, things changed 180 degrees for him. 22-year-old Bertrand plays one of the most important characters in the series, who has been on both sides before finally getting back on the good one. In real life, he's the complete opposite of the character he plays. He revealed that he's been a fan of Karate Kid even before joining the cast, saying that he'd practice karate moves with his brother and then get into trouble. Not just that, Bertrand found it pretty fun to get all those tattoos and a mohawk for the character. Bertrand hasn't held his love for his partner hidden from anyone. In 2019, he publicly wished his girl a happy birthday. He also thanked her for loving all of his red, blue, bleached, pink, and brown-haired versions. Cute! Next up, we got Mary Mauser at number 7, playing the daughter of the legendary Daniel LaRusso. This one's had a lot of responsibility on her shoulders. Mauser plays the role of Samantha LaRusso, who's the daughter of Daniel and Amanda LaRusso. Samantha's role in the series is a rather unique one. In a show that is predominantly male-oriented, her character balances it out with great karate prowess. On one side, it's Johnny Lawrence's son Robbie and student Miguel, and on the other hand, we have Samantha. Although Daniel also has a son, for now, he's no good with art. Thank God, though, that all of them are on the same side now. Samantha is one of those people who didn't know much about Karate Kid before auditioning for the role, although she says that she really loved the movies once she finally saw them in the middle of her auditioning process. When it comes to her age, at 26 years, Mauser is on the older side, given that she's playing a high school student. Much like Bertrand, Mauser likes to flaunt her partner on social media. In 2019, she made a post on Instagram on his birthday. She didn't shy away from calling him names and what he meant to her. Love celebrating his existence and life is what she wrote. Moving on to number 6, we got Tanner Buchanan. Buchanan plays another one of those younger kids taking over from the adults. His character, Robbie, plays a pivotal role in the series, especially for Johnny and Daniel. It wouldn't be false if we said that the long-term rivals turned friends partly owing to Robbie. Fans of the 23-year-old have been wondering if Buchanan's been dating Addison Rae, especially because of their on-screen chemistry in He's All That. Although reality's far from that. While Rae has been linked with someone else, Buchanan's been dating his girlfriend, Lizzie Broadway, for the longest time. In fact, he once said that by the time she was 17 years old, although they've had a few hiccups along the way, and considering that she's almost the same age as Buchanan, that means they've been dating for over 11 years now. Although it's true that there hasn't been much activity on social media regarding the two, so we're not sure whether there's still a spark in their romance or if the fire's already been extinguished. Next up, we've got Cobra Kai's Courtney Hengeler for the 5th position. Hengeler plays the role of Daniel's wife. Although she's had a few troubles with him, she plays an important role in keeping him grounded. It's her presence and constant reminders that allow Daniel to have a good work-life balance. Similar to her on-screen counterpart, Hengeler is happily married. Her husband is Ross Cohn, who's an actor and a producer. The 43-year-old has been married to Cohn for more than 7 years now and even has 2 kids with him, just like in the series Cobra Kai. Just like her younger co-stars, Hengeler is not one to shy away from publicizing her happy relationship with her husband. Posting selfies, and those too with goofy filters, is something that says a lot about her relationship with her partner. Apart from a role in Cobra Kai, she's also appeared in other notable works such as The Big Bang Theory, where she plays the role of Missy, Sheldon's twin sister. Moving on to number 4, we have Xolo Maridueña. Maridueña is one of the kids from the next generation of karate masters. Without a doubt, he's at the center of Cobra Kai. There are barely any story arcs that don't have a little involvement from this dude. And even though he's had no actual father in the series, at least for the major part of it, Daniel and Johnny both have played that role for him. Xolo is a cool dude, through and through. His love life is as cool as his name sounds, and we have proof. Unlike anyone else on this list, Xolo is dating his co-star, Hannah Keppel. Keppel plays the role of Moon on the show and has revealed that for the first season, they were only friends and occasionally flirted. But soon after, they developed chemistry. Moon and Miguel, the power of the double M. Interestingly, Keppel and Xolo are the same age, both in the show as well as in real life. Although you may not be able to believe it, but at 21 years of age, Xolo is one of the youngest actors on the list when it comes to the newer actors. We're now in the top 3. First up at number 3, we've got the big boss, Martin Kove. Kove's character, Sensei Kreese, was the main antagonist in most of the show's seasons yet. Not just that, he was also the villain for all of the Karate Kid movies that came out decades ago. That not only says a lot about his importance to the story, but also his dedication at such an age. At 76 years, Kove is quite possibly the oldest guy on this list. And though many may have thought that they were finally done with him after his death in the latest season, that's just not the case. Didn't you guys see the final scene where he actually faked his death? In complete contrast, Kove's actual presence on the red carpet is nothing but adorable. His partner, Mary Squire, adds an additional bit of cuteness to this young couple. We just hope to be this happy when we're over 70. Let's now learn about William Zabka for the number 2 spot. Zabka is our favorite character from the series. His development as a person on the show is nothing short of inspiring. Even though his character, Johnny Lawrence, made LaRusso's life a living hell, it's only in Cobra Kai that we learn how much of a troubled child he was and how Kreese used it against him. Evil, pure evil. Not just that, but his hatred for Kreese is similar to what LaRusso felt for him, if not more. But the greatest part of this story is that both his and Ralph's character finally become friends. And not just that, they actually share a brotherhood bond now. How amazing is that? If it says anything about the man, it's that William is as sweet and serious about his people in real life as he's on the screen. He's been happily married to his partner, Stacy Zabka, since 2008. In today's world, that's an achievement on its own, and we wish him nothing but happiness in this relationship. Finally, the man, the myth, the legend, Ralph Macchio, or better yet, Daniel LaRusso. Daniel LaRusso is the guy who began this entire Karate Kid craze. Starting off as a school kid, LaRusso took on the role of a father and mentor in the latest franchise. Years haven't done much to slow down his popularity at all. In fact, he's one of the most, if not the most, important people in the entire show. Playing the legendary character, Ralph Macchio is no stranger. It may be hard to believe, but Macchio is actually 61 years old. That's even a shocker to us, given that he never looked any older than Zabka, at least in the movies, yet he's more than 5 years older than him. But the greatest part of his life is probably marrying his childhood sweetheart, Phyllis. The couple has been married since 1987. Talk about goals! They even have 2 children and believe that even though things are not always great, but it's all a part of the journey. That's a wrap for this video. Who's your favorite on and off-screen person? Is there someone you'd like to be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one!